What's going on, YouTube? Today I just want to talk about fast food. What it's like to work in there and just give you guys some of my like personal experience. Overall, like working in fast food isn't terrible, but I wouldn't recommend doing it for like the long term. So a quick backstory. So my very first job was working at a Captain D's. This is like seafood restaurant in like the southern eastern United States. So around like Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Florida, that area. And it wasn't bad, but I don't think I probably wouldn't work there again. Like I remember my very first day working there. Like I had to make hush puppies, which is like just like bread dough, kind of like side dish. I know like it's big in the South, so I had to make hush puppies. I mean, it wasn't bad. Fingers were cold as hell because the water in the mix was super cold. Had to make it in like these big batches by hand, and then doing that for a couple hours. Then I got sent on dish duty. Like, washed like a mountain of dishes. Like I was like, bro, I'm never gonna get done with this. I think I was. It was like a Friday night, and then the manager just comes to me, tap me on the shoulder, like, "Hey man, you're good to go." I damn near ran out that motherfucker. Like telling my friends, like, bro, this shit sucks. Like I remember that whole my first weekend was just just awful, man. I was like, bro, fuck this shit. Then I got paid because at that point we was getting paid like weekly. Then I got paid. I was like, oh well, maybe this isn't too bad. Because I started working out of high school, and like since my first job, so I really know what to expect. But like that first month just sucked. Like going in there, closing, just working in the kitchen, just serving shit. Like it's fast too. Like you gotta keep up. It's fast, high. I was like, bro, this shit is ass. It's terrible. Not to mention that I was gonna start college in the fall, so I was thinking to myself like, man, I'm just gonna just fucking quit as soon as school starts. And then while I was washing dishes, one of the managers came up to me, was like, hey man, if it took you this long to find a job, then you're probably better off just staying here. And at first, I thought it was fucking crazy, but then I thought about it because I applied to other like stores and restaurants, but nobody wasn't really hiring. Then Captain just came calling. I was like, oh, got me a job, and I was like, damn, I guess he kind of making sense. So fast forward, been there like 2 more years, became a manager. Becoming a manager is a bit better, but god damn, it is annoying. Like you have telling people what to do, like especially it's hard when it's like when you got like older people you got to manage because since you're like a lot because at the time I was like 20, I think I'm like 20 years old as a manager and trying to give orders to like like 30, 40, 50 year olds. Sometimes they listen, sometimes they're just like they kind of like buck back with you. And I'm just like, bro, it's man. Man, it's definitely some long days. Like you have your easy days, but then you have like the long days. Like I was mainly a closing manager, so I was working like 4 to 10, 4 to 11. Had to work, the dinner rushes, and man, it just working at the wild. It really just takes it out of you. Like just customers, the employees, just like the job itself isn't really hard, but like the people that you work with makes the job like 10 times as hard. Like when you got like lazy managers, lazy employees, uh, GMs that's lazy, it's just like it takes a toll on you. And then like I be having days I was just like, bro, I'm just gonna walk out and quit, which I did like once, but I eventually came back and got because like it's you shouldn't make decisions like out of anger, but goddamn, it be just be like that. Sometimes. It just be like that sometimes. But yeah, fast food is just it's almost like a canon event for like majority of America because there's a very good chance that somebody that you've come across has worked in fast food at least once in their life, whether it's for like maybe a couple weeks, months, or years. And I think universally we all can agree that like it's the job isn't hard, but goddamn, it's the people. Sometimes then the pay just isn't worth it either. But it's just the easiest job you can get outside of like retail. But the main thing that did the main perks of things I liked about the job was the fact that you do get to meet some great people. Because again, like I did say, like people make the job hard, but then you do have some coworkers that are hardworking and that actually makes up for the shit that you go through. And since you guys are all in the shit together, that just brings you closer together. Oh man. But after a while, I think I was there for about like 4 years, 4 or 5 years. I did get offered to become a GM at the store, but I was like, no, man, I can't do this shit the rest of my life. So at that point, I was just like at crossroads. I'm like, fuck, what do I even do? Then that point, I was just like, well, let me go to the recruiter and see what they're talking about. One visit, and a couple of days later, found myself in the army. But I already knew in my mind, like, yeah, I'm just not gonna do this for the rest of my life. But you do have people that are in fast food for over like 10, 12, 15 years, and it's made them good money, brought them a good life, and that's good for them. There's nothing. I'm not knocking them for that. But again, it's not for everybody. Definitely isn't for everybody. So my advice for anybody just getting started in fast food, some things I wish that I would have known when I first started. One is mainly don't trust a lot of people that you work with. Mainly like it can go for like managers, your coworkers, and anybody. Like most of your coworkers, you shouldn't really trust them because if something happens at the end of the day, it's your job or theirs, and 100% of the time they're gonna pick their job, so they won't be hesitant, to throw you under the bus for anything minor or major. So I've seen that happen. So don't be quick to trust people. Another thing, just do the do the job the best you can. Like even if it's a tough day, people get on your nerves. Just do your job, put your head down, and just go on home. Another thing as well, be on time. Don't give your managers anything to shit on you with. Uh, don't be an ass kisser. Just like I said, just do the job. Be hardworking. Let your work speak for you. Right? Don't try to like kiss ass or anything like that because it's not gonna get you anywhere. I've seen that plenty of times too. Just don't do more than what you're getting paid for. So like if you're just like let's say you're just like a fry cook, right? You just only your only job is to just make burgers and like cook fries. You shouldn't have to like do anything that a manager's doing or somebody who's getting paid higher than you like doing their job. That's no. If they ask you to do that without a raise or any kind of incentive or anything like that, dude, just no, just decline. Say it's not for me. Just don't do it. Like I said, don't do any more work than you have to do. Another tip I got was don't show them 100% of what you got. Like go to work, show like 75, 80% because that's what's gonna happen is once they see you trying to do every this and that, everything, they're gonna ask more of you most of the time without even paying you more. So that just goes into the last tip that I said. Like don't show them everything you got, like show them just enough and then you'll be good with that. But anyway, that's just all I want to talk about with you guys today. Just what fast food is, what it's like working there, and just give you guys some of my personal experiences with it too. So until next time, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.